Chapter 30, Weather. Here are some channeled words regarding weather from spirituality from the stars. The weather in your realm is controlled to a point by the elementals. By this we refer to the elementals as being spirit entities that manage and take care of the various elements of nature within your realm. There are elementals that care for the plants and the trees, for example. They are charged with doing all that they possibly can do in the combat against the forces of man, which at times feels to them like they battle an unstoppable force. So this is an example. Other examples would be elementals that take care of your oceans and others that take care of your lands, but today we are focusing on the spirit entities that are focused on your realm's weather. You may or may not be aware of this, but there have been developments in secret, or at least unknown to the majority of the planet's population, to try and control your weather patterns. All energies that are created by humans man are not always in the best of long-term interests to man, and at the same time there is a naivety of repercussions. Technologies and specifically energies diverted by secretly funded operations have attempted to manipulate streams of weather. In recent linear decades you have witnessed results of this manipulation, unfortunately, and this has resulted in the loss of human life, not always adjacent in regional terms, close to the origin of manipulation. This phenomena is not isolated to what is termed by you as global phenomena, environment changes or global warming. Yes, the environment changes and fluctuates over long periods of linear time, which is influenced by the needs of the soul of Mother Earth, but the contribution by humans towards the pollution of the air that you breathe means that the effects are inevitably felt by all of you across your globe. You are aware of this. You have this measure data, this information. It is portrayed in your media, but there is confusion because there is mixed data given to various media outlets by scientists that are unable to report of true agendas. The manipulation or attempted manipulation of your weather systems cannot continue. Neither can ignorance of pollution. It is working against the force of the spiritual elementals that have been charged with maintaining an equilibrium in order for you to live your lives. That balance includes some experience of living with the negative bombardment of physical weather, which does not resonate with an easier or happier existence, but this type of weather is never permanent. You will never perpetuate the experiences of rain, snow, cold, ice and darkness unless you physically choose to do so. The elementals control, manipulate and organize the energies surrounding the planet in your realm. The human energies that are created through thought due to your mental bodies. These thoughts of individuals require a clearing away at times once they have built collectively, and please believe us when we tell you this that they often do so. Collective clouds of concentrated and contented thoughts are soon absorbed by the collective bubbles turned to cloud of negative thought. These clouds need dispersing to areas of extreme cold near and at your polar regions and central poles, where they are energetically dispersed, at least to a degree. The elementals manipulate the weather patterns and are able to disperse these collective thought clouds that are particularly evident surrounding many modern cities. This is one of their roles, and it is a vitally important one, as without the dispersion your lives would be very different. Your weather systems are obviously vital to the well-being of humans and to the Earth. In previous civilizations incarnate upon your planetary realm, those humans have enabled a communication with such elementals in order to manipulate specific regions of the planet. This was undertaken collectively from a spiritual standpoint, which worked in tandem due to its spiritual essence of motivation and integrity. Attempts conjured up recently and presently are far removed from such a balanced and spiritual standing. Author of the Source Field Investigations, David Wilcock highlights the story of Italian scientist, Pierluigi Aina. He was a student of Marconi, the inventor of radio, among others. The Epoch Times highlighted that Aina harnessed the energy that passed between the Earth and the Sun and used it to rejuvenate diseased cells. One device that Aina built was a device that neutralized earthquakes. Another, named the magnetic stroboscope, looked like a strange propeller, and on a cloudy day, within minutes, a continuously growing hole opened up in the clouds above his home. His results became even more exciting when he found that atoms don't oscillate but vibrate, which led to his invention of the magnetic field oscillator. He set up his apparatus under an apricot tree and altered the atomic vibration so that it became the same as that of an apple tree. After only 16 days, the apricots had mutated almost completely into apples. After this, he tried his invention on animals. He altered the vibrational state of a rat's tail in 4 days to the tail of a cat. Although the rat died, he then tried to study the healthy bone of a rabbit before exciting the atoms of another rabbit's fractured foot, which was then healed. Because of this, he understood that sick cells, including cancerous ones, had the possibility to be cured through the gradual alternation in their vibrational index, if correctly calculated.